All right, so we're back at it again. It feels awesome to get out of the shower and just immediately, like, combo thing right here. Best perfect move is you brush your teeth first, then you get in the shower, and then when you're done in the shower, you just get out of the bathroom. You don't even have to do anything anymore. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about Epic Universe. So I live in Florida. Okay, I grew up in Florida. I've been in Florida my entire life, and naturally, because I'm in Florida, I have visited Disney World my entire life. And actually, I worked at Disney World twice before. Maybe I'll dive a little bit deep into that into this video, but through going to Disney World my entire life, I developed a huge affinity for theme parks, and I love theme parks. I've been to Disney World, I've been to Universal Orlando Resort, I've been to Busch Gardens, I've gone to SeaWorld. I haven't gone to like Six Flags or anything, which I think would be really cool. So that's definitely on my bucket list of things that I want to do. But I've been to many theme parks, and especially Disney World, I've gone so many times, gone to all the parks multiple times. I've stayed at the on property resorts, done a lot of their special events. So naturally, like I said, I'm just very into theme parks. And of course, that being said, if any of you live in Florida, or even if not, you might know that Universal Orlando Resort is coming out with a brand new theme park in the Central Florida area called Universal Orlando's Epic Universe, which is not going to be in the same vicinity as Universal Orlando Resort. It's actually going to be a little bit further off, and we can actually look at that. So I think I have the screen recording this time working, so we can actually look at some things this time for real. So we can look up, an Epic Universe map location, because oh, here you go, the Orlando Informer. So yeah, you can see it's a little bit more south of Universal Orlando Resort, and which I think that's okay. I mean, if you've ever been to Disney World, you know Disney World has everything inside of its vicinity, so you can't even see outside when you're in Disney World. Whereas in Universal, depending on where you are, like we stayed at one of the resorts once. I don't think it's called Lowe's Royal Pacific, and there's a view that I remember we had that was a view of I-4, so Interstate 4, and you can see directly outside the cars driving everything, and that's not something that's a little bit theme breaking, if you will, right? Not something that you get at Disney World. But anyway, it's a little bit south of Universal Orlando today. I believe something crazy, as I believe the size of Epic Universe alone is going to be bigger than all of Universal Orlando Resort, which is crazy. Something that I do think is pretty cool is, if I remember correctly, Epic Universe private transport. I think I think there's going to be, let me see, Orlando Airport, Port Canaveral, Epic Universe private transport, connect to Universal Studios. I think that there's going to be private transportation between each park, so I guess it's not really that bad. I saw a tweet a long time ago from one of I think it was like the mayor of Orlando, and he was saying, "Oh, this is a big win." Maybe we can actually find that. So, Twitter Orlando mayor Universal Studios Epic Universe. Maybe he says something here. He had made a post about it, and how he was excited that there was going to be a private transportation between each of the different parks. But anyway, I feel like I'm all over the place right now. All to say is we're going to talk about Epic Universe. I'm extremely excited. If we really think of it, there hasn't been a major theme park like this since I think Islands of Adventure was the last big thing, because if I remember correctly, Animal Kingdom, if we look up Animal Kingdom like on Wikipedia, Animal Kingdom, when did this open? I believe it opened 1998. 1998, okay. And then we have Islands of Adventure. Let's also go on the Wikipedia here. Universal Islands of Adventure. This opened 1999, 25 years ago. So this is the first major theme park since Islands of Adventure. And I don't count water parks because you have like Volcano Bay that opened much, much later. But this is going to be huge for Orlando. And to be honest, the Universal team has been on point. Like their marketing team and their PR team has been on point with all the different updates they've given. Like today, we got the Harry Potter, Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which I think is amazing. Just recently, like since the time I've been dating my girlfriend, now fiance, I have watched the entire series of Harry Potter, which I don't, if I did, I hadn't done in over a decade, and just watching it just really got me back in that universe and remembering how good of a not TV, how good of a movie it was. So seeing the introduction of the Wizarding World here was awesome, and I can't wait to see what more they do. I won't spoil anything, and I probably can't even, or I shouldn't play this on this video. I might get like a copyright strike, but I highly advise or highly encourage, if you're into this, to watch the Harry Potter video they did for Epic Universe. And of course, if you are on Twitter, which I'm doing the recording, so my tabs are a little bit out here. So this is my Twitter, by the way, if you want to follow me. So Rafael Negron, Negron A Rafael is my handle. But here on their website, not their website, but their Twitter, something I like that they do a lot is every couple of months they've been doing. Let me see if I can find it. I hope I can. This type of thing right here. So like Universal Orlando Resort, 7/31/24, and their team has just been killing it. I mean, every single video they've done has been pretty detailed. I won't say so detailed. It's great. They have to leave a little bit of suspense there, a little bit of vagueness for the guests to be surprised when they get there. But they started off with, I think it was like Celestial Park, and then they did the Dark Universe, the monsters, the How to Train Your Dragon. Like every video has just been top-notch quality. And I feel like for the first time, Disney's gonna get a real, hit. And I'm very curious to see how Disney will respond because Disney's been a little bit, I don't know, they've been a little bit lazy. I feel like they've been doing a lot of cash grabs recently, and it's not the same. As much as I love Disney and I'll continue going to Disney and staying for long periods of time, it is very expensive to go to Disney. And the magic, if you will, has sort of disappeared. Whereas if you go to Universal, you get so much value out of your stay there. I mean, their hotels are cheaper. In some of the resorts, like the premium ones. So if you're staying at like Lowe's Royal Pacific, we can pull some up here because this one's actually like my favorite resort, the Lowe's Royal Pacific Resort at Universal Orlando. If you're staying at one of these resorts, I think it's like this one, Portofino or Hard Rock, you also get the Express Pass included, which in and of itself, I mean, we can literally look, like, let's do Universal Studios Orlando tickets. I just want to show you how crazy this is because to be able to get an Express Pass alone is, I think, more than $200. So already included in your room, you're getting this amazing feature, which Disney, by the way, doesn't have. They have the Genie, but you have to pay extra per ride. And I guess it looks like something's wrong here. Something's wrong with their website. It might just be me. Maybe I have some weird ad blocker or something else. Oh, there you go. Just took a long time to load. So if we do, let's see, how can I just see like one park per day? Let's say we're visiting one day. Because normally they'll give you the, oh, here we go, Express Pass. So number of parks, 1. Unlimited, Express Unlimited Pass, Universal Studios Florida, Universal Islands of Adventure. So what is this? Express Unlimited, okay? Which, by the way, staying in the resort, you get the unlimited one. So let's see. I mean, look at this. Look at these prices. 250, 250, 240. So, by you staying in one of these resorts, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. And that's just something Disney doesn't have. I understand they're just completely different parks. Like Universal caters more to like a teenage crowd. It's more adventurous. Disney's more nostalgia. I guess more relaxing, if you will. It's more of a resort style. But man, I love Universal for this reason. And of course, I'm a huge fan of stuff that Universal does as well, like Halloween Horror Nights, which I'm going to be going to in a couple of weeks for the first time in like 8 years with my brother. I mean, I myself have gone every year, but I haven't been with my brother in like 8 years, so I'm very much looking forward to that. But yeah, Epic Universe, I mean, it's gonna be crazy. The opening day of that, as much as I would like to go on the day that it opens, I just think it's probably gonna be a lot. I mean, just imagine the sheer amount of people that are gonna be there. You probably won't be able to do anything. Realistically, I probably shouldn't even go for a year or two after. Now, I'm hoping something that they do is because right now, again, if we go back to the tickets, they have a lot of like really great deals often. Like last year, you can get the annual pass. They give you 3 months free. Like the premier annual pass for Universal is like $750, and for Disney, it's literally double the price, which is crazy. So they have a lot of really good deals. And again, I just think that's something that they have over. So I'm wondering if when Epic Universe comes out, how much will prices increase? Because I feel like they still need to keep that competitive advantage. Right now, the competitive advantage is we have more. I feel like they have a lot to offer at a lower cost. Although now with Epic coming out, it's going to be such a big park. I believe it also has. It's not just the park. I believe it's also going to have its own version of City Walk, so that like downtown area, which I hope for people that live in Florida, if you know of Disney Springs, I hope it's more like that because City Walk Orlando right now is honestly it's not great. The restaurants are mediocre. There's not a lot of entertainment. Like they have a movie theater. But that's really about it. I mean, they have like the escape room, but I don't know how many people are going to that. They need more. They need like a bowling alley or maybe some more bars. well, I guess they have a lot of bars, but they just need more entertainment in general. Whereas Disney Springs, I just feel like a larger offering, more shops, more places to shop at, more restaurants, more entertainment. So they definitely need to step that up, which maybe the Epic Universe City Walk will. And they also have their own set of resorts, which I think it's really cool. But yeah, it'd be very interesting to see what happens in Disney. And I guess in the meantime, let me get real quick to. I mentioned earlier that I used to work at Disney twice. So I did this thing called Disney College Program. So I did that when I was 20 years old. So yeah, in 2013, I believe I did it. Yeah, 2013, I did Disney College Program, and I worked in a resort called Disney's Yacht Club. Well, Disney's Beach and Yacht Club. I wonder. Oh wow, my spelling is all terrible. I'll just pull this one up. So yeah, that was one of the cool things. I worked at a deluxe resort, which was nice. It just, frankly, it just looked nice, and I got to meet a lot of cool people. I worked as a bell services operator, so I literally handled luggage and made work orders to get bell hops to take luggage to different rooms. And then a couple years after that, I did Disney's professional internship program, and I did a internship for engineering. So some of you may know I'm a software engineer. I've been doing that for 7 years, and I did software engineering at Disney World. And I can get more into detail of all this in another video if any of you all would like to know. But again, this video is mainly just focused on Epic Universe, how cool I think it is. I'm really excited. Honestly, not to spoil anything. Well, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but my favorite one so far is actually the Dark Universe because I'm a huge horror fan. It's why I love going to Halloween Horror Nights, and I just think that I just love horror. Like being surrounded by horror is very cool. They have like the cool makeup thing for the kids. You can go and get made up like Frankenstein or whoever you want, probably Dracula and Wolfman and all these things. So it's just gonna be very cool to see how all this pans out. I'm very very excited for this. Yeah, I mean, let me know what you think. If you're just as excited for Epic Universe, it comes out next year. It's opening next year. Am I gonna be there? Maybe. At least when it opens. Maybe not. Probably not. I think it's just gonna be too crazy. But it's cool to see something of this scale coming to the Central Florida area since 1999. Of course, you have things like Legoland and I think like Peppa Pig, which I think those are like kind of one and the same. But I really hope it puts a huge dent into Disney because Disney's just taking money. Whereas Epic Universe I feel like is doing real innovation, and Disney takes a long time to come out with new things. But here's my theory with Disney. This is what I'm concerned about with Disney. Like they're the people that go to Disney, and I'm almost I'm one of these people. I think like there is no. Let's look at the Express Pass for a second, right? We were just looking at the Express Pass earlier, and we saw that it costs like 250, right? I think that for the, the the demographic of people that go to Universal Studios, an Express Pass that costs 250 is expensive enough that for the people that get it, it's worth it, right? They found the threshold of like if it's at 250, most people won't buy it. So that means that the people that do get it actually get the benefit of having it. Whereas in Disney, the prices continue to go up, but Disney people, there hasn't been that threshold yet. They will just continue paying whatever Disney says they should pay to enjoy the parks. And I hate to say that I'm one of these people because obviously I still keep going. So I think as long as people keep doing that, Disney's not going to stop charging people for literally every single thing under the sun. So, you know, that's why I think it's very important for Universal to understand that and know that they have a competitive advantage, they have the value, and they can still offer a lot of value to different tiers of people, right? Different demographics of people. Some people just like to go to Universal for a day, in and out. They're quick. Other people maybe like me, they like to stay for a longer period of time. I'm willing to spend more money. I'm going to stay on a resort. So I have to cater to all the different people, but make it worthwhile. Whereas I feel for Disney, even with some of their higher tier like resorts or other events, they don't really they've taken a lot of magic away again. I know I said that earlier, but it's frankly the truth. So anyway, super interested to see what Universal does in the coming months. Now that they've already, announced Harry Potter, I'm very curious to see what they announce next. I don't think they've made a video yet for Celestial Park, which is the main front entrance of the resort. So who knows? Maybe they'll make more videos about like the hotels or the city walk or just anything in general, but their marketing team, their PR team is doing amazing. So keep it up. And yeah, I can't wait to see. So yeah, yeah. I mean, that's really all I have to say. If you enjoy Universal, let me know. If you like theme parks, let me know. We can talk about anything. And yeah, I just hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Later.